Welcome back to another episode, Talks with AJ Podcast. I'm your host, and this is my co-host.
Poised with Styling Grace 22.
Today we have a special guest, Mr. Forex himself. Allow me to introduce to you Calvin Chalimo.
Bienvenue, messieurs, Mr. Forex. C'est un plaisir. Today's episode is going to sound so foreign to those that know little to nothing at all to day trading. So let's get into it. So explain to us, what is Forex and what is the difference between Forex and your traditional stock market? How does it differ?
So Forex is basically the foreign exchange market. It's one of the biggest financial markets. It's actually bigger than actual stocks. So it's about $6 to $7 trillion circulating every day. Stocks, you have around about $28 billion. Now, stocks, I'm not that well versed in stocks. So I'm only versed in Forex. That's the only thing I've been doing for about 8 years now. Now, you have a bank account, you're doing Forex. You travel, you're utilizing the skills of Forex. With Forex, it's basically the exchange of currency. So if you're trading one currency against the other. So if you go to Costa Rica right now with who knows, $5, right? You exchange your currency, obviously you're gonna have more money. US dollar's probably a little bit stronger. Right. So that's basically all it is. The only difference is you're able to do it digitally. Able to do it digitally instead of having to travel all over the world to do this.
Got it.
And it's funny because you can actually trade stocks with inside the foreign exchange market, which is what I do.
Okay.
So you got into Forex, you said 8 years ago. What got you into Forex? Or
It's funny.
Introduced you?
I did a young man a favor, and I want to say about a couple weeks after that, I ran into him and his parents at Blue Martini. So I'm hanging out in Blue Martini. My friend was the manager there, having drinks, eating, and I so happened to walk over to the bathroom, and he's walking out with his dad, and his mom's sitting there waiting. And so the father comes over to my section and starts literally buying food, buying drinks, and I'm telling him like, hey, you don't have to do that. Right. My friend's the manager. I'm getting everything for free anyway. Yeah. And he starts talking to me about Forex. So he shows me some account with a lot of money in it. I had a couple of drinks in my system, but when I went home, for some reason, it stuck on my mind. Yeah. So I ended up telling my wife about it. And my wife turned and looked at me with her eyes open. I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? And she was like, hey, listen, this is one of the ways, the financial institutions invest your money. And she asked me, she said, well, can he teach us? I said, well, that's what he said. Long story short, I invited him over. He gave a breakdown of basically what Forex was. We looked at each other. He was like, let's do it. And, she's already in the financial market, so I let her, head that space. Okay. So once I got in this space, everything stuck out to me like a sore thumb now, right? And I started meeting individuals that was in this space that was doing very, very well. But what intrigued me about it was they were average people like me and you.
Gotcha.
They weren't anybody that had like some God-given talent that you couldn't duplicate. They was just regular people. They just learned the skill set. And so that lit the fire in me. So literally I took over and I started seeking out the information. It was one hell of a journey, but I'm here today.
That's what's up. Bravo to your wife, man.
Thank you.
Because she supported you. Wifey, bravo to you because you supported your husband
For sure.
So let me ask you this, man. What was your biggest misconception about Forex when you started?
That I was going to get rich the next day.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be an overnight success. And, that's, in a sense, that's what people painted it out to be, literally. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you can get rich. You can live very, very well. But if you put aside the money for a second, you can't do that without the skill set.
Right.
The skill set is the most important thing, and that's what I teach all my students. The money's there. The money's going to come. It's great. But the focus is always supposed to be the skill set, the education behind it.
Okay. So being that you said that, for one that's going into Forex, what would be like the minimum one can start with going into Forex?
You can literally put whatever dollar amount in there you want to. I had a student. It's a funny story. So I taught him. He demoed for. I want to say he probably demoed practice for about 2 months.
Okay.
And in those 2 months, he called me every day. Calvin, there's no way it's this easy. And I'm like, yeah, the system's this easy. What I teach you is this easy. He said, no way, I'm hitting. So now he transitions over to his real live account. Now it's a little different. You don't have any emotions. Yeah. But when he transitioned over to his live account, he felt like he was Superman. He literally felt like he could do no wrong. So he blew that $2,000 that he put in his account down to $114. So he called me. I said, well, what are you doing wrong? He said, honestly, I think I felt invincible. I'm not listening to what you taught me. I said, all right. So he went back to the drawing board, gathered his notes, and did everything that I taught him. That week, he turned $114 to $1,500. Okay. That week, he turned $1,500 to $4,400. And then after that, he turned that $4,400 to over 10 grand.
Okay.
From $114.
Yeah.
I've had people that have grown $100 accounts to 6-figure accounts. Another good story is my neighbor, Haitian lady. In our community, in our culture, I'm sorry,
yeah, of course.
we're not, our parents are not big on investing. It's pretty much hard work.
Pretty much.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught her, and I helped her put $2,000 in her broker account on February 27th. And by April 2nd, she had grew that account to $53,000. But the entire day, she was calling me, blowing up my phone. Calvin, I need help to take some money out. Because I'm the one who showed her how to put it in. I helped her put it in.
Right.
So now she's calling me, Haitian mommy's calling me, hey, can you help me take this out? Mm-hmm. So I was busy the entire day. I wasn't free until after midnight. So I shot her a text, hey, are you available? She said, yeah, come on over. Her and her daughter was up. So I sat at the table, opened up a computer, and she's just sitting there looking at me, smiling. I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? Mm-hmm. She said, you don't see the profits? So I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, 53K. But I'm thinking she probably put money in the account.
So with the 2,000 is 53K?
She turned $2 grand to 53K.
Wow.
Right.
By April 2nd, from February 27th to April 2nd.
Right.
I'm thinking she put more money in the account. Mm-hmm. But I totally forgot she doesn't know how to put money in the account.
Yeah, because you're the one who was.
Because I'm the one who did it for her.
Yeah.
So I didn't believe her. Mm-hmm. I went and checked the settings, the system, and everything. And the last time money was put into that account was February 27th. Mm-hmm. And she's like, so what did you do? She said, I did everything you taught me. Mm-hmm. She said, I wasn't even going to tell you until I hit 100K.
Oh, wow.
The only reason why she wanted to take money out because she wanted to give money to her daughter. Mm. But what was crazy was full circle about this story is that when they first moved next to me, her daughter took $1,000 to over 40K in 8 weeks.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I didn't even know what I know today back then. Mm-hmm. And every Monday she would cook for us, every single Monday. And her daughter took out 6 months of her mom's mortgage and paid it for her.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I kept telling the mother, like, hey, you can do this too. And at first she was very hesitant about it. And she's like, you know what? I might as well give it a shot. And look at that. $2 grand and $50,000.
This old lady scream, well, when she seen that money.
Listen, I'll tell you what's even more funny. You guys know our culture, right? So here's what's funny about it. So I posted her on my social media page.
Okay.
She called me, Calvin, take me down. I said, what happened? She said, I got family members calling me. I haven't spoke to in Lord knows how long asking for money now.
It's like she at the lotto with that.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is great content. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, I don't want to take this down.
Right.
So I ignored her for a little bit and then she called me back. Calvin, please, take it down. People calling me, people trying to get me to teach them. I said, all right, I'll take it down.
Right.
I'll take it down.
That's what's up.
So how long does your course take? Like, once someone signs up, how long?
So I have a system. Once somebody pays me, I put them in my group and I give them homework, right? The homework is I actually have right now it's about 70 something to 80 videos in it. The videos aren't nothing but like 2 to 3 minutes long. Mm-hmm. But that homework is, you have to conduct that homework prior to the one-on-one training, because I don't want you coming to me, without any type of information or a naked eye. And it's actually better for both of us, because something that'll probably take me 3 to 4 hours to train you on is cutting down the time in about 50% of the time.
Okay.
Only because now you watch the videos, you might not know everything. There's going to be questions, but during the training, everything's going to get answered.
Got it.
So mind you, I'm not teaching you every single thing about the foreign exchange market. What I'm teaching you is my strategies, right? Which obviously going to put you in the market to make some money immediately.
Got it.
So you have systems. I'm not knocking anybody's system, but you have systems where you learn the basics for, I don't know, about a couple weeks to a month. And then you go to another step, and then you go to another step after that. Now, obviously, if somebody's brand new, I do go over certain things. Obviously, certain things when it comes down to candles, but primarily I have an IT guy that created software. That software he created is going to let you know when to get in the market, when to get out the market, and it's also going to give you your stop loss every day. It's going to give you all of those parameters for your buy if you're going up, and also for your sell if you're going down.
So you receive notifications. How does it alert you, like the system?
So it's on TradingView. TradingView is where you actually can view the market.
Okay.
Before you place your trade. So on TradingView, you do have alarms that you can actually put on certain areas of your chart, right? So the system that my IT guy created, you can actually put a notification on the area where you're going to actually be trading from. So your phone will ring like a regular alarm, like a regular text message, and it won't stop. And then obviously you wait for the 3 things that I show you, the 3 confirmations. And if it took place, you enter the trade, and you know exactly where you're going to get out at, which is your take profit.
Oh, okay.
So again, for somebody that's a novice, it's pretty simple. I call that software the GPS to the market.
Okay.
So what's the biggest mistake you think you've done going into Forex?
Good question.
I thought I was going to be an overnight success. I thought I was going to become a multi-millionaire by the next day. And definitely one of the biggest things was greed. Fear. And one thing was, sometimes people put so much trust in their analysis that they're ignoring the right trade. So let's say, for instance, if my bias is a buy and I see the sell setting up, I start to, not me per se at this point in time, but I would ignore that because I'm so stuck on this buy bias.
Got it.
But again, that GPS that I have, if let's say you lost a trade on a buy, you'll see the sell set up. So it'll allow you to basically trade in both directions and give you a confirmation, not just winging it.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So once in Forex, how much time should a person dedicate to trading, like during the day? Is it like all day, or is it like,
So that's a great question, by the way.
I was going to get rid of that.
That is a great question. Reason being is because I remember years ago waking up in the middle of the night during London session. London session is about 3 a.m. in the morning. So I would get up at that time. And as a beginner, what happens is that you think just because you're up looking at the market, you're going to find a trade. That's not the way it works.
Okay.
You have to basically take what the market gives you, right? And so I would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting there waiting for a trade. Nothing happens. So now, 5 hours later, probably a setup comes, and I'm literally up in the middle of the night. Probably just went to bed at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Only got a couple hours of sleep to wake up to trade London session. Nothing's happening. And then we fast forward over to New York session. Now look at that. Actual trade is happening. So me per se, my favorite session is New York session. The reason why I like New York session is because it's a mixture of London going into New York. So the market is moving pretty fast. Okay. And you have to think like an investor, right? So when is most business open? In the daytime.
In the daytime.
Right? Most financial institutions are open, what, 9 to 5,
9 to
right?
5, yes.
So you have Asian session, which is the evening session, right? 6 o'clock in the evening. Businesses are open, obviously all over the world, but the transactions aren't happening until when? Until in the morning. So it's pretty slow at that time. New York session is very fast. So a trade that I might enter in the morning that may take me 5 to 10 minutes to hit on will take me hours during Asian session, the same exact setup. So, but the good thing about the GPS, when you talk about time, right? That GPS is allowing you to, it lets you know where you're trading from. So instead of sitting in front of the computer all day, you literally put your alarm on those areas and you wait for your phone to ring or wait for your computer to go off. So you can do this at the gym, anywhere. You can do this while working. Do it anytime, any point in time in your day.
Right. So let me ask you this. Have you ever blown a trading account, and what did you learn from that experience?
What? Of course.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
If somebody
because I hear the stories.
if somebody sat in front of you and told you they started trading and never blown an account, it's a lie.
Okay.
But the thing again, remember, at this time, mentally, I wasn't where I am today. So back then, I remember this. It was Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Years ago, I'm at P.F. Chang's in Fort Lauderdale, and I had just ordered my food. The waiter's trying to basically close out my tab, and I'm telling them, wait. I'm on a trade on Bitcoin. I hit, right? I'm sitting at the restaurant. I'm dancing. I'm having a good old time. I went shopping around the corner. I'm in the fitting room. I'm dancing. I'm excited. Later on that night, I took a trade on US 30, which is the Dow Jones, right?
Okay.
Now, what's crazy is that I entered this trade in the wrong direction by mistake. But again, what I talk about, right? You don't want to lose. As a trader, you don't want to take an L. So I entered the trade and I said, you know what? I'm in negative, I'm in drawdown. I'll hold this trade until it goes back into positive and I'll close out. Guess what? The trade never came back.
Oh, wow.
Not only did I lose the money that I made for that day, I also lost my profits in my account.
Do you care to share the amount?
I'll share one. That day, I don't know how much I lost. I know I had, in front of PF Chang's, it wasn't nothing crazy. I made like $5,000. So I lost that. I don't know the total amount, but I got another story. My wife's going to hate me for this one. So my wife, she trades as well.
Okay.
So she took $1,000 and she grew it to like over 80K, right? So mind you, I like watches. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go buy this Rollie. You know, my wife hitting on this account. So this was Friday. I'm like, you know, babe, hey, take some money out the account. In my mind, I'm like, I'm about to go buy me this watch.
Yeah.
So she like, oh, okay, cool. Weekend goes by, Monday comes. I'm like, damn, she's pretty quiet. So I looked at her, I said, you lost money, huh? And she said, yep.
She didn't want to tell you.
Over 80K.
And you just bought this watch.
No.
Oh, you didn't
I
buy the
was
watch. You
supposed
supposed
to
to
use
buy
money
the watch.
to go buy it.
Got it. Okay.
Wow. So how she blew it? How she blew that account?
Same thing. As a trader, most new traders, they don't want to lose.
Right.
They're stuck on their bias. The trades. So the thing is, right? Most people that don't know about trading will call trading gambling. No, it's calculated risk.
I'm glad you said that.
Right? Trading is calculated risk.
Right.
Now, I had this conversation the other day with a young man, and he was like, oh man, I got to pay you all that money to trade. I said, you go to the casino to go do sports betting or put your money on gambling, and you have no system, right? Yeah. You're gonna go there right now, put $1,000 up. You have no system. You're just hoping to win.
To win, yeah.
With trading, it's calculated risk, right? And my crew, we're winning at a 80 to 90% success rate, right?
Right.
So think about it. You put $1,000 in the market, even if you made 10% of your account daily, right? It's $100, right? Let's say you stick to $100. Within 10 trading days, you made $100 each day. You probably took 1 or 2 losses out of the system.
Yeah.
You're still up.
Pretty much.
You put $1,000 in gambling. If you don't hit, you lost your $1,000.
Yeah, it's gone.
So you're not risking $1,000. You're risking up to $1,000. Right? But I got off track. So my wife lost the money. But again, it didn't discourage her because she was stuck with her bias. The trade went in the opposite direction. Yeah. She was used to doing this. Oh, it'll come back. It'll come back. But guess what happened? By the time it did come back, it wiped out the account.
Wow. Wow. So that means like the account is depleted.
Depleted. It's depleted to the point where they call it a margin call.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
When the account margin calls, basically your whole platform is turning red because it can't take the pressure no more. It's going to close, kick you out of the trade.
Right.
And so that's what happened. It closed out the trade on its own and took a hit.
So once you blow that account, you have to start a new account.
No, so I mean you put money in the same account,
same account.
or
Got it,
whatever is left over, you trade that amount and hopefully get it back up.
Got it. Damn.
But the beauty of it, it was just all profits anyway.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't like hard-earned sweat equity. Like she put $80K in there, $100K.
Got it.
She put $1,000 in there and grew it.
Grew it. Yeah. Dang.
You know, so.
Wow, that's what's up. So what's the strategy like for beginners? Because one may be afraid, like just hearing the thoughts of trading. So what would be like the strategy to win? Like,
So
what would not being greedy? You said
Yeah.
that, not having that mindset, not thinking you're gonna be a millionaire off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my actual strategy is called the daily bread. Obviously, the reason why is because I'm not a swing trader. I like to make money daily and get out the market. The pairs that I trade is the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, US 30, which is the Dow Jones, right? Again, I've been trading for over 8 years. I don't know every company that's in those stocks.
Okay.
But what I do know is to figure out which way it's going, where it's traveling, right? So those pairs are like the Lamborghinis of the market. They're pretty fast, right? I look at it as, so back in the days, if you're trading like regular currency, which means like a euro, US dollar against the Canadian loonie or something like that, some people, it would take them maybe sometimes about a week, sometimes just to make 100 pips, right?
Yeah.
I'll break that down in your terms. You was a football player, right?
Right.
So 100 pips is basically 100 yards on a football field.
Okay.
So it'll take them a week to get to 100 yards. With these pairs, you can literally do that in 1 5-minute candle or less. It'll travel that fast. So the money's being made very, very fast. So the system that I have in place, because a lot of people are they're scared to trade because of losses, right?
Right.
And minorities, they don't like to take losses. And I would tell
already
you,
know.
listen, all you gotta do is be right one time. All you have to do is be right one time, and your life will change.
Pretty
Right?
much. Yeah.
You could take L after L after L, but if you find that one thing that you did right that one time, it can change the trajectory of your life. So that's what I found. I found a system, right? I found a system that allowed me to teach somebody that was a novice, allowed me not to sit in front of a chart all day, and allowed me to help change the trajectory of other people's lives.
Yeah.
So now they're scared at first, right? They come into my system again. Once they see the culture in there, that's what changed their mindset. Because I don't let nobody in my group, obviously, until they become, a member of mine.
A member of your, yeah.
A member of mine. But once they get in, the first thing I do is I greet everybody in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, good morning, right? It's crazy because one student could say good morning and nobody probably won't say anything. But as soon as I get on there, I say good morning, boom, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And what's beautiful about it is that I'm the one who taught everybody.
Okay.
So everybody trades the same. There's not one person doing something that's different. So if one trade goes off, everybody's pretty much taking that same trade.
Got it.
So the culture is great. And then you can have accountability partners, right? So remember, I have people from all over the world, different time zones. So whoever joins, they become friends with, all these other students.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I've had a lot of success with students is because the simplicity of the way I trade.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, somebody can show you something on the chart and say, oh, this is a rejection point. This is supply or demand or, support or resistance. And you might not be able to see it.
Right.
But that GPS, which is color coded, it's a zone. You can see that. Okay, this is the green zone. This is where we're going to buy from. This is the red zone. This is where we're going to sell from. It's the yellow zone. This is where you're going to get out of the market at. So if I teach you, hey, all we're doing is waiting for a candle to close in that direction. This is your stop loss. Take the trade here. Simple.
Yeah. So basically with your group, you speak their language and you just keep everything simplified. So that's why they're able to catch on.
Well, he
so-
did say he got Zoe Mommy on
Yeah, he
his
got
team.
Zoe
So
Mommy on his
listen,
team.
Yeah,
Zoe
yeah.
Mommy
Right.
can learn. Everybody
And I
can
know
learn.
Zoes ain't putting money in nothing.
Listen,
At all.
man.
They won't put money in life insurance,
Insurance.
okay?
I know.
So
They'll
you
put under the bed.
Hey, yeah, exactly. So what are some of the common mistakes you see like rookies make? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a person, a first timer. Like one of the common mistakes you see.
Greed,
Okay.
overtrading, greed, overtrading.
What is
emphasized
overtrading?
on
Yeah,
that. Greed.
Yeah, greed. Yeah, tell me about
So-
the overtrading.
Overtrading is like for me, right? I take maybe 1 or 2 setups a day, right?
Okay.
Now, my system is designed, honestly, I trade 3 pairs, right? So what happens is that, so the NASDAQ and S&P 500, for sure, they follow each other, right? The Dow Jones, they all follow each other, but the Dow Jones sometimes will veer off and do its own thing. It's like the Tasmanian devil,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But those 2 pairs, NASDAQ and S&P 500, they follow each other, right? So they're always going in the same direction. But let's say I get an entry on NAS at 8:30 in the morning, right? S&P might give me an entry at 9 something. They're going to follow each other. But if I made money on NAS and I made a hefty amount of money, I don't have to take S&P 500. But with new traders, they feel as if I want to sit in front of this computer all day. Every time an entry comes, I'm going to take it, right? So there's certain characteristics about the market, right? So you have, I call my 11 o'clock time the pullback hour.
Okay.
Reason being is because that's when London is cashing out for business, right?
Yeah.
So the market tends to pull back. What does everybody do at 12 o'clock? They go to lunch.
Yeah, lunch. Yeah.
So at 12 o'clock, the market's not moving that fast. Remember, market movers move the market. Everybody's on lunch. So now after 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock, market starts pushing again, right?
Yeah.
So imagine taking a trade during the pullback hour, right? When you just made all this money. Now, during the pullback hour, it's not saying that the market's not going to go in your direction, but somebody that don't understand the characteristics of the market, they'll get scared, either pull out early or they'll take a loss on the trade.
Yeah.
So for me, if I get 2 or 3 trades maximum in the morning, 7 something, 8 o'clock, 9 something in the morning, I'm not looking at the market the entire day.
Got it.
The market closes at 5. But I teach people, 3 o'clock to be your last trade. But if I hit in the morning, you can forget about it. I'm not staring at the market. I'll coach them. Hey, good job, guys. Good entry. But I'm not taking it. And I've seen, my system is designed, let's see, 1, 2, 3 pairs. If we take in buys, you have at least 3 opportunities on those 3 pairs. Sells, the same thing. And you can buy and sell in the same day.
Okay.
So right then and there, off strategy number 1, that's about 6 setups. Now, you can enter a trade and it can pull back and go in the same direction again. So you can take the same trade twice. So that's 6 setups, but I'm not going to take 6 setups. And the reason why is because I know the market is designed to take your money.
Yeah.
It's not designed to make you rich.
Got it.
That's why it's about $6 to $7 trillion circulating every day, because I can sit up there and make a ton of money in the market, right? Have a bag. But what happens is that, guess what? There's about 100 plus other people that's losing big, on the flip side.
Right.
So again, I say this analogy. It's like swimming in the oceans with sharks, right?
Yeah.
If I gave you a calculated way to get across that ocean with sharks, are you going to make it across the ocean and jump right back in to come back in the same direction? Absolutely not.
Right.
You made it across. Why are you jumping back in?
Yeah.
So if you made money for the day, you hit on at least 2, 3 pairs, why are you jumping back in the market? Now, again, I'm not saying that you can't, but with overtrading comes a lot of risk. Comes a lot of risk.
So I see the greed part you're talking about, like the analogy you just made. You swim across the ocean, but you're coming back because you're trying to, that's
You
what
wanna
that
make
greed.
more
You
money.
wanna make more
Yeah.
money. So I see where you're going with that.
But the thing is, with making more money, you got to look at it like this. if you take $1,000 and put it in a bank account right now, say you put it at 9 o'clock, and you go back to the bank account later on, 4 o'clock, it's still going to be $1,000. But with $1,000 in the foreign exchange market, you could make almost $100, $300 a day just off of $1,000 being your front money. So if you look at it in that perspective, no financial institution is going to give you those type of returns.
Right.
So if you're trying to live in the market all day, you're just being greedy.
Got it. Well, I consider myself to be a student of life, like constantly learning. How do you keep your mind updated with what's going on in the market, like with Forex and stuff like that? Do you read books, magazines, trade magazines? Or
So I was very, it's funny you asked that question because when I first got on, I used to dive into the fundamental aspects of trading, which is news, right? I wanted to know what was going on in the world all the time. But what I saw happening was, let's say good news came out, right? Good news would come out and the market would start taking a dump. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is the market selling off if it was good news?
Yeah.
Or it was bad news and the market's pushing up. So what I teach myself and my students is to stay away from the world news. Because remember, technical analysis on the charts is not going to lie to you, right? When you breaking certain structures, if you look at COVID, right, back in 2020, right? If you go to the chart and pull it up, it still follow technical analysis. So what I teach my students to do is actually just stay away from news. And when somebody brings up news in my group, I kind of give them a little pow because I'm like, listen,
You shut it down.
I shut it down because don't get so caught up in news because what's going to happen now, right? Let's say, oh my goodness, the news was good. And the market starts pushing down. But in your mind, your bias is it was good news. I should be buying, right?
Yeah.
So now you're ignoring the sell setup. So I only focus on the charts itself. Now, once I know news is coming out, because there's a thing called forexfactory.com. It's a cheat sheet.
Okay.
It tells you when news is coming. So if it's news at 8:30, I'm not trading at least an hour before that,
Okay.
within that hour. And so I avoid the news, right? And my strategy is based off of certain candle closures. So if news hits at 8:30, you will immediately get a reaction from the news, right? If it does what it does and the strategy presents itself after that, you execute your trade. But obviously, I don't wait on news for anything. I don't study it. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world because again,
what could be good in the news, appear to be good in the news, is bad on the charts.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
or vice versa.
Got it.
Got it.
So what's the best Forex trading app? Or is there like a particular app that you use?
So man, it's so many. So you have different brokers. So back in the days, there was an app called MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5.
Okay.
Those were the most common apps to use, right? There was a transition in the broker world, so a lot of people lost their meta quotes, right? Which you weren't able to trade on MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. But if you have residency in another country, there's ways around it that you can actually trade on MT4 and MT5. But a lot of brokers right now, they're utilizing their own platforms. So if you get into trading and whatever broker you're using, they have their own platforms that you can learn to trade on. Enter your trades on. But one of the most common apps that everybody uses is TradingView.
Got it.
So TradingView is where you view the market to actually enter your trades.
You said TradingView?
TradingView, yeah.
Got it.
And there's obviously on TradingView, actually you can connect your TradeLock is another one. On TradingView, you can actually even connect the broker to it too.
Oh, okay.
And actually trade from it.
Oh.
So a lot of futures traders do that as well.
Okay. So I want you to explain to me what is futures, because this is something I tend to hear a lot in the Forex world.
Man,
I hear it so much, man.
So I'm not that well versed in it.
Okay.
Because again, I've been a Forex trader for so long, right?
Got it,
People
got it.
pivot to futures when certain things started happening in Forex.
Oh, okay.
But my students trade options and they trade futures and obviously Forex.
Yeah.
So my strategy to utilize it on all those platforms. But futures, from what I've seen, It's basically the same thing as Forex. The only difference is, let's see, I talked about the S&P 500, NASDAQ. On the future side, it's just different names that they're using. But they use different terminology. They call it ticks and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I have a lot of students that make a lot of money using trading futures.
Got it.
And some of them have transitioned over to Forex because of certain rules that future funded accounts may have.
Got it. So what advice would you give someone that's thinking about just quitting their 9-to-5 job and just trading full time?
Well, I would tell them this: use your 9-to-5 to fuel what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say go into it right away and say quit. I would say learn the skill set. Once you have that consistency and you're profitable and you're able to see those gains every day, no matter what's happening in the world, then of course I would tell you start trading, pivot from there and invest your money in other things, to consistently have that money coming in.
Right.
That passive income coming in. But with trading is one of the most fastest vehicles to becoming wealthy, becoming rich in a sense, if you have the right mentor, if you have the right strategy.
Important.
And so with trading, you're not trading in your time, your sweat equity. You're not trading in time for money, because again, I look at it like this. I'm a numbers guy, right? Let's say you work and you're making $30 an hour, right?
Right.
With $30 an hour, for you to make $300, it's going to take you 10 hours to do that. In trading, you can literally make $300 in less than an hour.
Right.
And you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Which is time.
Exactly.
So you,
Buying back
you
your
trade
time.
in
Exactly.
to get time.
So
Got it.
even
you trade to buy back time.
Yeah, exactly. What's crazy is that even if some people just use trading to replace their income,
Yeah.
because why, right? You're working, 40 to 80 hours every week or more,
Or more,
with overtime, but now you're doing it in less hours.
Yeah.
I had a guy, I met him at a bar, and he owns his own jet, so he flies around celebrities, doing very well for himself.
Okay.
And he just never thought he had the time to do this. And he wanted to pay for other people to do it. And I said, listen, my advice to you, I wouldn't do that. I said, people who pay more attention, right? What I mean by that is if you're not paying for something, you don't care about it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
So I told him, he said, no, I don't have time. I trust this person. I said, all right, cool. We had another conversation about, another 2 weeks from then. And he was like, you know what? I'm trusting in your advice. I want to learn. So I taught him my strategy number 1. Same thing. He was like, this is crazy. I'm doing this from the jet. I'm doing this, wherever. He's making money. So he's like, I want strategy number 2. Taught him strategy number 2, quick learner. And I remember May 2nd, he texted me. He was like, bro, I just want to thank you. I'm like, matter of fact, he called me first.
Okay.
I was busy. I didn't pick the phone up. And then he texted me. He was like, hey, I want to thank you. I was like, oh, what happened? He says, bro, I had $7,500 in my account. This was my biggest trading day. He said, I made over $12,500 today. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Hearing those numbers, I know he over-leveraged, right? Which is greed.
Okay.
But he knew the skill set.
Okay.
The skill set saved him. It wasn't just he was just pushing buttons and hoping that he made that type of money.
Gotcha.
So.
But shout out to him.
Yeah.
So do you have a mentor?
Now, no. I
But
don't. I am the mentor now.
No.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I would tell you that was my mistake. My mistake was being self-taught. You mentioned books earlier, right?
Right.
I read every book. I read book to work on my mental. I read all type of different trading books. I would listen to audio books in the car, and I was self-taught at first. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they don't want to pay for education.
Yes.
Right? We go to school.
Yes.
You go to college. You're going to pay. You go to college, right? You go get a 4-year degree, get a master's. You come out, you owe student loans, right?
Pretty much.
And you barely get a job that makes
The amount you owe.
the amount you owe.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the system here, right? People buy into that system. People are brainwashed into that system,
Yeah.
right? So now when you're looking for a mentor, people don't want to pay for educators.
Yeah.
Right. And I tell them straight up, like, look, it's no offense. What you're paying me for, you're not paying me for the actual skill set.
Yeah.
The skill set is, to me, in my opinion, priceless.
Yeah.
Because you can make money anywhere in the world.
In the world. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What you're paying me for is my time.
Pretty much. Yeah.
My time.
Yeah.
My time to me is valuable, so
It's
you're going to pay
important.
me for my time. That's the dollar amount I put on my time. Now, to me, is my time worth more than that? Of course it is.
Yeah.
But again, when I started off, I wanted to make this affordable for people to learn from me, for one. And whatever I felt like that was wrong in the industry, I kind of wanted to change that narrative.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to do things my way. Why? Because I was an individual that was a part of companies that sold me a dream and didn't do what they were supposed
And
to
follow
do.
through.
Yeah. I was the individual that wanted the skill set so bad that I got scammed. I sent people money that didn't do anything. I also paid for mentors that was supposed to be my mentor. And guess what? I had a question. That question went unanswered for months.
Damn.
So when I opened up my mentorship, all those things, I wanted to change that narrative. I wanted to change that.
Right.
So I actually do the training myself. It's not videos you're watching. We meet one-on-one or either on Zoom. It's a lot more time consuming for me, but it's my product.
Pretty much.
If I have a product and I do right by you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run to sis. Hey, sis, Calvin's the truth. You need to get in on this, right? So it speaks for itself.
Right. Pretty much.
My customer service,
like
at the
Blue
end of the
Magic.
day. Exactly. Exactly.
Right. But I agree with you though, man, because me personally, I believe game is to be sold and not told. Right. And I could see it. I see both sides of it. Right. Because you mentioned, sometimes people do get scammed when they run into these groups. So I could kind of see where people, where they at.
Skepticism.
Correct. Exactly.
But when it comes to the skepticism, actually, again, that was another aspect of trading, right? So when you start trading and you become very good at it, there's some people who have this godlike complex, right?
Okay.
They think they're untouchable. They think they're here now, right? So what happens is that they don't want to talk to people, right? So what happens is that you want to do business with me? Oh, here's a link. Pay me through the link. Once you pay me through the link, I'll send you another link for these videos, my course. All right, have a good day. I'm a people's person, right? I'm not going to lie to you. 9 times out of 10, everybody that I encounter that have questions about my mentorship, that phone call lasts me about 30 minutes to an hour. Why? Questions. You're paying me money.
Yeah.
So why would I send you a link and say, oh, here you go, pay me here, and then we'll, I'll send you some videos. No, I'm very hands-on. I want you to know that I'm a real person.
Yeah.
I'm not just some social media influencer or whatever it is. Like, this is my real life.
Yeah.
I play basketball. I make money.
Yeah.
I like going nice places. It's my real house. That's my real car.
Right.
This is my real life. So I'm a real person. Right. So when we have these conversations, and it's also not just to accept somebody's money. I want to know if this person is a good fit for my mentorship.
You're right.
Because if they're not, I don't care how much money you're going to pay me.
Yeah.
I've turned down a lot of people. Why? I had a guy, he lived in the casino. I don't want that person inside my group because trading is not gambling.
It's not gambling. Right.
That guy called me for 6 months every week to pay me, and I wouldn't take the money until he understood my mentality and was like, bro, you know what? You're right. I keep going to the casino with my brother. We keep losing. So what do you think is going to happen when he gets into trading, right?
Yeah.
He's going to start trading. He's going to start gambling, over-leveraging, greed. And guess what? We're human. We don't like to take accountability for things.
Pretty much.
So what's going to happen is, oh, it's Calvin's fault. It's Calvin's strategy don't work. No, it's you.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself as a trader 5 years from now?
Man,
Because
good
I know you traded the NBA for Forex, man.
You're absolutely right. You're right. I was supposed to be in the league. Forex came along. I said, I don't want the NBA contract.
Right.
Man, honestly, that question, that's a good question. 5 years from now, I just want to continue to help a lot of people.
Okay.
I want to help people change their lives. I tell people all the time, like, one of my biggest flex, I don't care about all the material. I like nice things. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm a very simple guy, to be honest with you, right? I'll walk around in basketball workout clothes all day. Obviously, you only see me a certain way is when I'm stepping out or I'm hanging out. But I really like helping people. And I tell people my biggest flex, honestly, is my students' success.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I know how to do it. I know how to trade. I know how to make the money in the market. But if I can get another individual that's a novice or somebody that wanted to retire their wife or somebody that's working long hours all day, you know, to become a success in this arena, that's very gratifying to me.
Gotcha.
You know, so 5 years from now, man, I just want to continue to grow my mentorship and help a lot of people.
Okay.
Help a lot of people.
That's dope. That's awesome, man. And it seemed like you're doing it too, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
seemed like you're
You
doing
and
it.
that double R.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this before we wrap up, man.
Uh-huh.
When you bought the Rolls Royce, man, and you passed that clay and drove off the showroom, how did you feel, man?
Whenever that Rolls
'Cause
Royce,
you know
they
that's
thought
my
it was
favorite car.
lease.
Hey, I
telling
like that
you.
Spectre. That Spectre, that's my joint. How did you feel, man?
Man, so what's crazy, right? This comes full circle. I met a trader that had a Rolls Royce,
Okay.
right? Lived in the Porsche Towers, right? If you know, if you're
Fue.
from Miami,
Fue.
you know what the Porsche Towers
Fue.
is, right? I'm
Fue.
looking at this Rolls Royce. I'm saying to myself at one point in time, like, man, this is crazy. That car's expensive. And I actually rented that car back in 2014 for like 2 days. I was like, oh, I can never afford this. And so for me, you know, every milestone, my birthday comes around, I always do something for myself,
Yeah.
you know? And so it was crazy because I had a S580 at the time, right? And I was just gonna buy another one.
Okay.
And then my wife was like, you wanna buy another S5? I mean, I was gonna buy an S63.
Nice car, though.
Yeah, nice car.
Nice car.
But she was like, well, if you buy the S63, you like white and red. It's the same car. It's just bigger engine. It looks the same. If you buy that car, nobody's gonna know the difference between that car unless you're a car person. Bro, I tell you no lie. We're going to Restoration Hardware to go look at furniture. I turn into a gas station, parked illegally in the middle of the gas station, nobody's in the car, a big Rolls Royce with some Forgiato rims, black on black. I said, oh yeah, that's my car. And so what's funny about it is I said, I want to look for this car. So I called up a friend of mine. He's well connected everywhere. Hey, I need this car. He says, go see my boy, right? So when I went to go see his boy, I never told him, you know, connect me with his boy. So I go in there, basketball shorts. And the one I test drove, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the hockey team,
Yeah.
I test drove the owner's car. The car had like 2,000 miles on it, white, that Tampa Bay blue color. And then I test drove a white one with red interior, right? So I went in there, spoke to the guy. He didn't treat me that well, right? He didn't treat me that well because maybe he thought I was window shopping or just, you know, regular average guy coming in here just to come look at cars and waste our time.
You didn't have the jewelry, nothing on? You was in,
No, I wasn't-
Okay,
I
you
was
wasn't
in-
laced? Okay.
I was in basketball shorts,
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
tank top,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. So crazy, right? I'm like, man, I like white and red. I'm in Miami at the Rusty Pelican having brunch. No lie. I tell you, kid you not, Sunday. I guess because I've been looking at this car so much, my algorithm pops up on my phone, white Rolls Royce, red interior. I looked at it, I said, oh my goodness, this is it. It's at Bremen, right? Bremen closes at 5. It's like 4 something. I hurry up 8, flew over there. Spanish lady, shout out to Maria. Maria opens the side door for me, lets me in. I said, hey, I just saw the white, you know, Ghost, red interior. I want to see this car. She said, oh, come on, I'll take you up. We walk upstairs, Sunday. We walk up, she shows me the car. I sit in it. I looked around, she cranked it up. I said, oh, this is the one. This is it. So, you know, she's talking to me, oh, if you want it, we do some type of financing here, blah, blah, blah. And we're walking downstairs. I said, Maria, I'll be back tomorrow for the car. So again, she's looking at me like,
You bold.
he BSing. And so She's like, all right, whatever. So she's, and then my financial company called her. Oh, he's about to go drop you a check, and he's coming for the car. But it took a little bit longer because I had to find insurance. Some places don't like to insure cars that expensive sometimes.
Yeah.
But I ended up actually picking up the car. I saw it Sunday. I picked it up Thursday. I was supposed to pick it up actually Wednesday. And I had a check for the down payment. And I drove all the way to the dealership because they were waiting on me. They was about to close.
Right.
And I left the check on my dresser.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
So I went back home.
You was too excited.
Yeah.
I went back home and I said, you know what? I'm tripping. I wired them the money. And I picked the car up the next day at 5. They tossed me the keys. And I sat in there. I felt like I accomplished something.
Damn right.
Right? Of course, you know where we come from. You know, we grew up in North Miami Beach.
North Miami Beach, right.
Right?
Yep.
You know, so for me, that was an accomplishment.
You got to be specific. Victory Park.
Victory Park.
Put some name,
Victory,
some respect.
Yeah. Put some respect on it. VP, Victory Park.
Yeah.
We grew up there, so you know what it is over there, coming from there.
Yeah.
And people look at me today. I slept on a floor in a one-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? So to now owning a house, a nice-sized house, by the way.
Right.
To driving that type of car and pretty much doing whatever I want to do. I didn't see this, from back then.
Yeah.
We were kids, teenagers just running wild, doing whatever. And now I look at today, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So when I sat in that car, when they talked about the type of people that own those type of cars, you know, athletes, doctors, very prestigious people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just the average Joe. I'm sitting in this car. This is my weekend car.
Yeah. You see?
Crazy.
See, me seeing that let me know that, look, man, anything is obtainable.
Yeah.
As long as you have the discipline and you put your mind to it.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just watching you, because, hey, like you said, we all grew up together, right? And just to see you doing what you doing, man, hey, man, it brings hope to other people too, right? That's looking to get out of that rat race or just looking to level in their life, right? So, yeah, man, so I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I'm proud of you,
I
man.
appreciate it. That means a lot. I'm reflecting now definitely of where we came from.
Yeah.
Sitting at that park and
from an old school Chevy to a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. That was my thing, man. And again, that was a different mindset back then.
Yeah.
I was, sad to say, we was in the streets.
Yeah.
Old school Chevy, that was my thing.
Right.
Candy paint, spending a lot of money on the rims, the music, redoing the interior. And don't get me wrong, now I'm still very fascinated by those cars right now. I'm actually in a raffle for one, actually a convertible. But if I get it, I'll probably drive it about a week and resell it anyway.
Right. He started in the box Chevy. Right? He started in the box Chevy. Now he's in the Rolls Royce. That's what I'm talking about, man. Any last words, twins?
Now I'm just proud of you. Congrats to you. Congrats to your queen for being your support and all that you're doing. So that's what's up.
Thank you. And by the way, shouts out to you guys, man. This is a beautiful podcast. I've been watching what you guys been doing from afar and close.
Okay.
And guys out there in the world, I really know them. We really grew up in the same neighborhood.
Right.
I thought you were supposed to be in the NFL. Hey. Honestly, when I see you put the pads on, I thought he going to the NFL.
Right.
You used to be a tomboy.
Yeah.
We all change. You see, I got
now you got on dress.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Sister brother.
Yeah, sister brother.
Exactly, man. So, Calvin, how can the people reach you on social media, man? That if they want to link up with you and sign up to your mentor class.
Follow me at I am Shalimar. I'll spell it out for you. It's a long Haitian last name. It's at IAMCHALUMEAU.
That's what's up, guys. You guys go ahead and you follow Calvin. Also, too, guys, I'm going to ask you, please hit the subscription button. Hit the bell notification so when we drop content, you guys receive the notification. Also, drop your comments and hit the like button. And if you guys have any questions on specific topics you guys want us to talk about, or there's a specific guest you guys want us to bring and interview, let us know. Until then, peace.